2 Chronicles 28. Ahaz was 20 years old when he became king. But unlike his father Jotham, he did not do what was right in the eyes of the Lord. Instead, he dove head first into the wicked practices of the kings of Israel. He cast metal images for worshipping the Baals. He made sacrifices in the valley of Ben Hinnom and actually burned his own sons in the fire, mimicking the detestable practices of the pagan nations God had driven out. He offered sacrifices and burned incense at the high places, on the hilltops, and under every spreading tree. Because of his extreme unfaithfulness, God handed Ahaz over to his enemies, triggering an avalanche of national disasters. The Syrian and Israelite devastation. King Rezin of Syria and King Pekah of Israel launched a devastating joint attack. In a single day, Pekah killed 120,000 brave Judean troops because they had abandoned God. The Northern Army also captured 200,000 Judean women and children as plunder. The prophet Oded's intervention. When the Northern Army brought the 200,000 captives to Samaria, a prophet named Oded confronted them, warning that God was furious. Convicted, the northern leaders clothed the naked, gave them food and sandals, anointed their wounds, put the weak on donkeys, and humanely escorted them all back home to Jericho. The Edomite and Philistine invasions. Edomites attacked again and carried off prisoners, while Philistines raided cities in the foothills and Negev, occupying key Judean towns. In absolute desperation, Ahaz called for help from Tiglath-Pileser III, king of Assyria. But instead of helping Ahaz, the Assyrian king came and oppressed him. Ahaz stripped gold and silver from the temple of the Lord, the royal palace, and his officials to pay tribute to the Assyrian king. But it brought him no relief. During this time of intense distress, King Ahaz became even more unfaithful to the Lord. He reasoned absurdly, "Since the gods of the kings of Syria help them, I will sacrifice to them so they will help me." But those false gods were his ruin and the ruin of all Israel. Ahaz gathered up the furnishings of the temple, cut them into pieces, and shut the doors of the Lord's temple. He set up altars at every street corner in Jerusalem and built high places in every town of Judah. When Ahaz finally died, he was so disgraced that the people refused to bury him in the royal tombs of the kings of Israel. His godly son Hezekiah inherited the crown. Ahaz panicked during crises, looking to pagan gods and foreign powers for rescue, which only multiplied his ruin. Doubling down on your mistakes when life gets tough will only close the door on God's protection. True help comes when we stop looking to human shortcuts and return to God. Now read Job 19 and 20.